unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield on first down. Going for a right side here, complete. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Safety creep! Pistol. Hey, Delta! 57. Run. Here we go. One touch! Check! Hey, alert!
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long.
Alert 3! Hurry! What's that? Rush in! Hey, alert 33!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
180! You better be afraid of me! Mike 48. Blue down. Hey, alert 33! Check 48's the Mike. Check 48. King. Silver.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Check three, regular. He's checking. What's that?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check it backer. Kill. Tight dog. Point it right. Alert flare. Pistol. Sponge. No.
Throwing. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
I got you. Twist. Jim. Kill. Check 13.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Watch twist. Hurry.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Seibert able to knock this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a points were put on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action with Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
They run with Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The give to Taylor. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 29.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Run. Check. Hey, alert. 36, 39.
Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. We'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Set, 180.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Switch, switch. Set.
Regular, regular, regular.
Check 99, check 99. Shift, shift. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shift, shift, shift.
They'll run with Walton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set, 220. We own it. We own it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Kings, Kings, Kings.
Get wide. Check 31, check 31. Joker, 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 joker.
Watch out.
On 2nd down now, it's Walton. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Regular, regular, regular.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Hey, alert 48. Alert, hey, we don't like the 48. Right?
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Let's set a tone.
Watch out. Watch out.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
21 yards. That's another.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Not today, you are.
Real, real, real.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Up, 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 up.
Check, check, check.
Watch out.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now he's going to go for it all. And this is caught for Browns. Touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again is Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Run.
Six, go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
King.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift.
Here's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 30. Yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 40 now on second down. Jackson, he'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second and a couple. Jackson, he gets this into the hands of Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
57. You draw quarters. Target. 25. Hurry. Check 25.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set. 180. Not here. Right. He's tight right here. Hey, alert. Switch. Hey, alert 33.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. King.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
What's that?
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Tighten up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The Browns' 32-yard line.
2nd and 7. Jackson. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I got you. I got you. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, I got you, punk.
From the gun, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Show it up, show it up. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Check three. Watch the eye. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hurry.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Good. 180. Regular.
Check three. He's checking.
Point it right. What's that?
Check the backer.
What's that?
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Mayfield down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
61. Matchbox light.
No. Check.
Ready.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
You can't block me. Whip.
Hey.
Slam.
Hey, alert 33.
Check 48.
What's that?
Check 48's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch twist. Watch.
Here's Walton. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, D.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8.
Real.
Throwing. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 13. My touch. 13. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
What?
Hurry.
Twist.
Run. My touch.
A run for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Out. Check 4.
Alert.
Check 26.
Run.
Get the edge. Come.
My touch.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike, 57. Right.
Hey, alert.
Check 43.
My touch.
Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Landry, the intended target. There in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He finds Taylor, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefit almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so,
down the numbers, there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over. Come on, man, let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
it's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check it out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm coming.
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
36.
He'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Check 99. Check 99.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Mike.
180. Free. Don't let him breathe. Play that shot deep. Don't let him breathe. King.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hurry.
Watch twist.
And again, it's Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's get it. Check.
180.
Check 48 the mic. Check.
Regular. Point it right. Point it right. Jumper. Pistol. You got tape. What's that?
Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Jackson. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Jackson to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Corey Littleton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taking it about the 36. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 38-yard line.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
65.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this,